Hello Generals, welcome to episode 8 of the Thailand series. This time we start from the South America, and as you remember from episode 7 we were about to capture one city that belonged to Chile in order to scare the Americans and Argentina, and Argentina decided to fight us, and we take the fight because we have our destroyers there, and we're at war now with the Americans too. Things are escalating. We have finished with our New Zealand and Australian campaign. We started now the Philippines and Papua New Guinea, and of course we destroyed the units of Argentina that he tried to attack and claim those territories that he didn't even pay attention to for like 25 days, and now he woke up and he wants them back, but we'll deny him this chance. The interesting development comes from the Middle East, where Finland started attacking the Middle Eastern countries, and I urged my allies to attack what was Iraq, but India chose to attack Kazakhstan, and Myanmar, as a new player, he still struggles with Iran. Libya doesn't seem to be active, and Chad is out of the game almost. He has like 2-3 cities, I think, or like 6-7 provinces left. That's it. And we started scouting around the coast of Ethiopia in order for us to, if you remember from the episode 7, we want a foothold in Africa. So I will not let Ethiopia fall under the Americans in total. Meanwhile, in South America, Argentina is trying to capture the territory. He stands no chance, although he made my life a bit hard with these units he placed, but in any case we delay them in South America with the cost of one National Guard if we lose it. Well, we did not lose it, and I decided to take all my stuff and leave from South America. We've achieved our objective. I'm building an airfield in that isolated island as well. I think he will be scared to send again any units. We will see, but we will focus now to Africa. And Japan, as it is of high strategic value. Also, I forgot to mention that I kicked North Korea from our coalition because he had only like 4 units, and I told him to build his army and then to reapply. So he's out as well. You see, I'm a bit tough with my allies, but this game, if you get into a coalition, you have to be committed and to offer something, not just receive help from your allies. In the meantime, I start scouting around to see what the Europeans have, and the UK, Finland, slowly. I have to be prepared because it seems I will be fighting alone. Since I have done my research on the core news and I've seen that the Europeans are using a lot of airplanes, I decided to research fighters, and I already have my destroyers. I'm leveling them up, so it's time for me to start thinking how I will defend from air threats. Moving forward, as you can see, I started my Ethiopian campaign as well at the same time as the Japanese campaign, and my ally India listened to me. He became active again, and he captured Saudi Arabia. We want to control the Red Sea and the Suez Canal if possible, So this is why I took all that territory from the United States in Ethiopia, just to isolate the Horn of Africa, as they call it, because it's of high strategic value. So we control Madagascar, Diego Garcia, the Red Sea, and the Horn of Africa. In the Pacific, most of the Pacific right now, and with Japan as well. And I gave instructions to North Korea to attack China and take all the Chinese territories, and for practice for him, and for us to consider accepting him again in our coalition. And the UAV is doing its job of finding any isolated units of Ethiopia that might possess a threat to our National Guard that I'm planning on using on capturing territory, and I identify those targets, eliminate them, and then send the National Guard there. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, Myanmar is not an experienced player, as we said, so he's taking a lot of time. Finland moved faster, and together with Ukraine, they captured the Middle Eastern cities. So that is a problem, because there is a cluster of victory points in the Middle East, and we want those. I think I will move there. By now I start thinking of moving there. And the UK has taken out Libya, who was inactive. So now we have the Americans on one hand and the Europeans on the other. And we try to just get a foothold in Africa. But we're in a disadvantage in Africa right now. This is the reason why I decided to expedite the Ethiopian and Kenyan campaign, and start attacking the cities of Ethiopia, the coastal cities of Ethiopia. I do coastal bombardment with my ships in order to prepare the ground and just bring in, after I clear it, the ground units to capture that city. We will see. Things are a bit tough. They are getting tough, but we are very nicely positioned as a coalition in strategic terms. I mean, we control the Indian Ocean, we control the Pacific Ocean, and all the key, let's say, sectors for our homeland areas, we control them. Now we only lack the Middle East, because we want to have access to the Mediterranean Sea. In this game mode, it is the coalition who controls the Mediterranean Sea in its totality, will win the game, always. Remember that. Let's take a look at the Japanese campaign. It is progressing smoothly, no major problems. We're gonna capture this as well. We're finished with the Pacific. By now, after contacting many times the United States, and he refused as well to join our coalition, I approached the Europeans and I told them that the USA is going for a solo win, or their coalition is going to win. So they start attacking the United States, the Europeans. And this is another strategic move that you have to consider. I mean, keep an open communication channel with all coalitions at all times. I offered them to open a front in the African region, so I did, in order to weaken the Americans, and the Europeans attacked the United States, who's the first player in the game currently. Of course, I offered the Europeans to find a way for the two coalitions to merge, but they denied so far, and they seem to be very close to each other. And at this stage of the game, I'm talking with the United Kingdom, who seem to be, let's say, the leader, although he's not the leader of the coalition. and he informed me that they all belong to the same alliance in this game, so they will stick together till the end. Problem. We have to close it again. We're out of time for this episode. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.